So, and see where we're at. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunday Night Delight. It is RRF1 Elite League, the best of the best. The place to race is Mr. Racing Guru himself, who of course is joining me once again for another 2 hours or so of Sunday madness. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, round number 16 of the RRF1 Elite League Championship, and we have arrived at the Socchi Autodron. And I probably butchered that, but I couldn't really give two monkey flips. Anyway, Beer, welcome back to the booth. How are we doing?
Well, hello there. Yes, BK on the Xbox Being Kebab. Racing Guru, welcome to Sunday night. And yeah, after a week off, it's great to be back in the old commentary box. Although I thought Rara did an outstanding job last week standing in, which is much appreciated. And it's good to be back in the box, though. We have a cracking race tonight. Rush, of course, Socchi. Scorching laps in Socchi tonight, I reckon, with the Elite boys, showing us how to play the game. No doubt they will. I'm expecting some amazing racing tonight. One stopper, I should imagine, as well, but should be a cracker.
Yep. To be fair, mate, we obviously did the CSR race with these boys last night, and, well, it wasn't really competitive on our side, was it? Let's face it.
Yeah, it was... I do have an announcement to the Twitch world. I actually completed a race last night. Woohoo!
You did, and you did really well, Beer. Well, if you didn't have the wing damage, you would have been a lot more competitive and a lot further up, probably battling just behind us. Because obviously you lost at least 20 seconds before the pit stop, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Saturday nights, Beer, are keeping me really interested in this game. You know, I don't know what it is. It's like I've actually started to love playing games again over the last week or two. Like properly dedicated to doing streams and stuff. As Haynes has just retired, Haynes is back. We'll go through a driver lineup at the start.
Oh, Haynes! I didn't see Haynes back.
All four of the drivers so far doing really good jobs. But
jump into the channel actually. Yeah. Here we go.
Just literally editing my video still, mate, at the moment. Just trying to build the right game up because apparently I was streaming FIFA, so that's quite interesting. Classy is going to troll me, mate. To be fair to you, I've had my fair share of trolls. In the last couple of weeks. We're not going to go into many details, yeah, no, feel free to troll me. You know what? Fuck it, troll me. Why the fuck not? We've got Vasiliakos.
Anyone who trolls you, I'll just chat ban.
The beauty of it. But Vasiliakos, by the way, who's in the chat, is one of my newest followers. He's huge fan of my FIFA series, which is
cool.
An amazing series. Cookies here.
So we've got dry race and dry. Yes, excellent. Okay, no interruptions from the weather to spice things up, but one never knows.
3 drivers eliminated, I believe, isn't it? 13 to 10, yes.
Yep.
3 drivers eliminated. And we have got a lineup of Jono. Good to have Jono back, by the way. Really happy. And he's now driving the McLaren, which is pretty cool. He's teammates with Syke. I think he's kind of floating between Mercedes and McLaren anyway, so Syke can stop moaning about having no teammate. We've got AJ, Cookie, Bingley, Haynes, to the max, Bravo, Kai, Swanee, Colt, Towley, Syke, Robbo. Holy be Jesus, Mother of God, we have got ourselves all of the top guns here today. Missing, of course, Benny. Who else are we missing? Skillen. Fresh, who we believe is joining in qualifying at some point. And oh fucking hell, who else? Jesus, I forgot people.
Well, I'm going to ask a proxy question tonight. This has actually been hotly sent to me by Forrester. The big burning question is, when will Kai blow up?
Well, we're on board with him, Forrester, so we...
Forrester's actually in the chat yet, but I just thought I'd
I just literally picked the chat up, mate, going, where the fuck is his name now? What have we done with him? But, do you know what, Bear? Just to show the power of RRF1 and the power, which I'm going to have to... I never do this, but I'm going to give a shout-out, Bear, to Rara. This motherfucker grinds his arse off, doesn't he? Even though he's obviously not in the booth this week at all. His advertising skills, mate, we've already pulled in 13, 14 viewers in 3 minutes, so... Fucking remarkable, mate. And Unique broke his own channel record, smashed it to pieces for the F2 race, of course. And we had our second most viewed F3 race also. So the league is getting going places now. Bishop's in the chat as well.
I also want to mention to all the guys watching, currently watching, the Performance League that we run on a Wednesday is now being streamed by Mustafa Shag. So on a Wednesday night, tune in at around about 9 o'clock British Summer Time to Mustafa Shag's Twitch channel to watch the Performance League being streamed live, beamed around the world on twitch.tv.
As it's Shag, it might not be in colour. We're still trying to get him out of the 1950s, but well, sorry, I've already made a shot.
Yeah, you should not say the 1950s when you really mean the 1750s. Now let's get this right. Come on.
I was actually going to say the 50s and let you fill the gap in, but I just wanted to kind of make it flow a little bit more, to be honest with you. Kai Pollitt, first one out on a lap. That could be very interesting to see.
Now,
see where Kai gets to, mate. Obviously,
we've got three tyre choices already on the board. We've got hypers being used, we've got ultras, and we're going to have softs. It looks like Haynes and Colt have got softs loaded up, ready to go. Interesting.
Softs, real. Oh, Bingley in the wall behind. Bingley hit the wall.
Interesting. He's
just watching Kai's
on
lap.
that. I'm just on board with Bingley at the moment.
Just watching the stream now.
No. Car's good.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Damage is on, isn't it?
On board with
Evening Jock.
I bloody hope so.
Drops in the stream. Good evening, my friend.
Boy,
Rich is there as well. Rich, we're going to play some battlegrounds after this match, by the way, to let you know, with some of the elite boys actually. So custom games, yes, get in there. Pos, you can do some as well if you want. Come and stream it.
I'll be doing my career mode, mate, but
stop being a lightweight.
I'm 1,000,000% a lightweight. Ask Bishop how I'm like. I've sent him that clip of me having that man stare at me and throw a grenade at my face and me not notice it, so he can back me up there, mate. But yeah, there are certain games that the Pos man cannot play, but I'll definitely have a go in the coming days, mate. 100%.
Onto the qualifier. I'm expecting some time since the 129s tonight, by the way.
Easy. Kai with a nice, easy 1:33 to get started. So that's nice off the bat. Jono, I believe someone let him through, then didn't see who that was.
He's got a Merc behind him. Yeah.
So Colt let him through there. Colt's
out on the softs. Yeah, we got Colt and Haynes
really
on the softs.
The softs. I don't know.
Well, he's pitting, so I presume the answer is no. He's a resounding no.
Okay.
1.28. That'll get quicker.
2.8. Good start, and he's beat Haynes, who is on the softs though. That's about the delta between the two tyres, you can imagine.
What's that dead game? It is the best battle royale game on any platform. We don't play girly games like Fortnite or Apex Legends or whatever. Battlegrounds is the way to go.
Well, 31.4 Swanee on the hypers though, so he's one of the runners on hypers.
Haynes did the 33.7 on the softs, which is actually that's pretty steady on the softs, to be fair. But it's a strange tyre to be starting on, really, because unless it's just looking like soft hypers, I don't know. This race is
Lewis just into the chat as well.
You'd think that this race is a straightforward ultras to hypers or hypers to ultras, isn't it? You know. I don't know.
If you're looking at the most optimal strategy, unless these guys are literally going to be going incredibly deep and avoiding the bloody echo in here. What's going on?
How's the audio, by the way, perhaps, fellas? Hopefully all good.
Got a bit of echo on my side of my ear, but
okay, I'm good my end. That's just the gap between your two ears, mate, where the brain should be.
Here, audio. It's fucking brilliant.
Super.
Man. Bingley with a
evening, Dan.
34-1.
Dan Pennell's in chat.
Oh, Danny Welcome. P, who has had an absolute mad first day as F2 steward. Good luck with that one, mate.
Right, Cookie's up.
The worst week we've had here at RRF1. I'm on board with Cookie, mate. Actually, as soon as you mentioned that, great minds. Ultra soft Cookie. Now, he was rather quick in Saturday's CSR League race, so
he was.
Be interested to see how this guy falls in to line in the RF1. He's Cookie Beer since Hungary.
This is a tricky corner.
Been tremendous.
Yeah, he's been awesome with two
corner.
back-to-back wins from nicely through there. That's a horrible corner because you get so easy to overcook it and it really compromises your lap time. This is also a tricky one there. We're on board with him. The back end does tend to slide a little bit, but he's taken that really well.
That's a really nice corner. Possibly a little bit further up to the outside, but he's an elite. I'm not. He tells me what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Round the final corner, very nice lap here by Cookie, and that's going to be the first one at 1.1.
Yeah, comfortable there, on the ultras as well. So he's got more. There's more to come.
If I was Cookie, I would just park up, get yourself in the garage. I think that 31.4 on ultras is going to easily get it done. And feet up, chill time, and away we go. Robbo is starting his lap now. We've not even spoke about the championship fight.
Well, I've looked at the league tables, so that's a bit awkward for me, really. I suppose, really, if I'm going to be commentating, I ought to get my other. Cause I do have another Facebook account. Do you remember Tafka Beer? That account.
I've still got that, you know.
It might be worth adding me, because I don't want to be using my own personal Facebook on like social groups and whatnot. I don't want to do it. But
choose your other one.
The Tough
Is it
Kabir
saying
one
got your name anyway?
makes sense. Yeah, so everyone is who I am. Yeah, it's the dickhead who rages. That's me. Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is Tafka?
Robbo's at the wall. Robbo's gone.
Robbo!
He smashed it. He smashed it in the wall. I just spotted that.
Sector 2!
He completely cooked it.
Oh my
Outbreaks
god!
himself straight to the side of the wall, and he's lost the wheel.
On board with Psych. I've missed it. I have missed it, mate.
I'm going to record it.
I went from Towley to Psych.
I've got it recorded, man.
Oh my god, there he is.
I was on board with him when it happened.
I think Cookie's gone to see if he's okay there.
Yeah. Well, I think he's gone to pick up.
Oh no, he's out of fuel.
He's gone to pick up the body parts, probably.
I tell you what, mate, he's gone to fucking hook up Robbo's fuel. He's out of fuel, Cookie, so he's fucking Robbo. Like, Robbo, massive.
He's off to do a pikey siphon trick there, siphoning the fuel out. Yeah, I was actually on board when it happened. I was like, wow, surprising. But there you go.
A rare mistake.
Yeah,
rare mistake. It's rare that we see it.
Well, Robbo is, well, starting 13th, at least 13th.
Going to be at least. Well, I think he will be 13th based on kind of the other guys that are here.
Wow.
On board them with AJ, who is on a quick lap.
Wow.
So bottom two go out.
Do you know what I miss about the old games is you can't get on board live sector times. You know, do you know what I mean? Where you could literally be spotting all the cars' sector times on the screen at the same time.
That is
some of the old games.
one problem, isn't it? When,
admittedly,
we couldn't spectate the session, but you could actually spectate individual drivers from in the garage point of view, couldn't you? I know exactly what I mean. That was, but obviously we ended up starting at the back. Remember the old days when we used to scramble? Retire, come on, man.
Quick message from Dan. Just look at the chat there. Dan says actually they're talking about next Thursday in Japan. They said they're feeling quite rapid and consistent. Well, Dan, here's the benchmark. I loathe Japan. I absolutely detest it. I'm useless at it. Time trial 128.4. Can you beat that?
Why is everyone quicker than me? That's really annoying. I think Haynes there got himself Haynes has done 4 laps. Like, what?
I think I know he's going to pit shortly. I think he's just gone out on the softs just to get a feel for the tyre, and he's then going to come in the pit and put the ultras on and do his actual proper Q2 lap on the ultras. That's what I think he's going to do.
You wouldn't start the race on these. They'd be a bit.
Yeah, I think he's just gone out for a feel, just to. I don't mean that in a pervy way, just to go out and
bit of touchy feeling.
Just see what the tyres, the car feels like. Yeah, he's coming into the. Is he going to come into the pitch after the soundboard of Haynes? Actually,
he's pushing. I'm going to keep on board with AJ. He's currently on his first lap in anger, coming down the back DRS straight.
Bingers and Colts are on our outlaps as well. Just to let you know,
they've just come out as well. Bravo yet to go out on track yet. I haven't seen Bravo come out at all as of yet. To the max has gone third, by the way, 1 minute 31.5. I did actually miss. I watched him on part of his lap, but then obviously the Robbo crash kind of took over a little bit there. Towley still doing his lap. He, I believe, is coming around the final corner now, and 31.0 on the ultras, very close to Cookie Chip.
Towley von Chris is 131.0. Yeah. What's Haynes is coming into the pits as I suspect. He's going to come in, probably chuck a set of ultras or hypers on, ultras just to make sure he gets into Q3. And I think he was just going out just to have a few laps, using the time wisely. A few laps in.
Colt, the other guy's gone into ultras, isn't he?
You know?
Literally, Colt did the same thing, didn't he?
Yeah,
he's just checking now.
Did Colt actually do a lap on the... I don't think he did actually set a time there, did he, on the softs? He just went out, just to have a feel. AJ's into the 31.
To have an old grope.
Yeah, the cut-off, I think, is going to be around about 132. AJ's probably...
literally a 132 flat, isn't it? That's what you'd imagine.
Yeah, Kai's going to have to come back out again, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's right. Yeah, Kai is out. He's just done a 132.5. Oh, he's on sector, just coming out of sector 1. Sorry, the time the screen's a bit chaotic at the moment. A 34.1 in the first sector. That is not very fast, to be honest. 34.1?
Not the best lap in the world, is it?
No.
We were doing better than that last night.
Yeah.
So,
he's on the hypers. He's on the softest compound tyre with the most, theoretically the most grip. I haven't checked track temperatures. Well, we don't know what the track temperatures are, so it's hard to... I'd imagine it'd be quite high though, won't it? Because it is a clear day.
Mix and match. I think with obviously it's a little bit overcast. It's not going to be the hottest it's been. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3.
What's going on there? There's a car just getting out of Kai's way, just going slow.
Tally coming into the pits. He's going to be very, very happy with that. You'd imagine.
Nice and comfortable.
Sykes second, 1 minute
Yeah,
31.0.
There's only a tenth covering the top three at the moment, which means it's been very competitive at the top there.
That's exactly the way we like it. Bingley still not completed a timed lap yet. We'll wait and see what Bingley can do in his second
Clive's going to go again.
here. I think he's the next one. No, Colt is, and Colt goes third. He is showing some incredible pace over the last 3 races. Lovely
very
Colt,
tight, very
third
tight to the
again.
top there. Okay, Sally's that's
between
good
4.
enough.
Fresh as
Fresh
left.
LP
Right,
left
okay,
and joined. Okay.
I think the guys will be able to bring him in, hopefully.
Yeah.
He's still got about 12 minutes to get in anyway, plus all the blooming fannying around. Bingley comes across the line.
We haven't mentioned 1:30.9. Yeah, good time. Maurice actually set a very good time with the ultras, but he's in danger.
Of all the things, like 31.5 getting knocked out in Q2, like for God's sakes, it's not right. Mathematically, I don't think he can he?
Jono and Haynes are on outlaps now, so yes, theoretically he could drop down as far as 11th.
Bravo's just got him.
What AJ? Yeah, so he's dropped down to 8th. AJ's in danger.
AJ's in real danger, especially with Kai on a flying lap right now. I'm going to sit on board with Kai. 16
Yeah,
of these guys, any people, make sure you drop follows, please. I'm begging. Kai needs to put about a second on his time here.
He's capable of doing it. He's capable of doing it.
Oh, more than capable. Kai's one of our most capable drivers.
Just ran the curb a little bit there. Interesting line. He's taken a different line through that chicane than most of the drivers. It's like almost like a slingshot. It's like a slingshot. Comes on the final corner. What's this? Looks reasonable. Yeah, 131 flat. He's through.
Hypers.
AJ is on the cusp.
He's on hypers, but he's through.
AJ's on the cusp. We've got Jono and Haynes now. What can they do? They're going to be starting their fast laps. This is the shootout now. AJ's already committed, so he can't go any quicker. He can't get back out on track. Jono is just sitting behind Haynes there, giving himself a bit of space there, so he doesn't lose downforce. But at the same time,
up here.
I think Cookie. Yeah, Cookie's gone out in the hypers.
This is incredibly competitive.
Yeah, all eyes on Jono and Haynes really as to whether they can knock AJ out of Q2.
And also to the max as well, remember.
Well,
not safe.
Yeah, that would sum up AJ's season. He's so fast, and yet he's had an awful time through a myriad of different reasons. Although I do expect him to be the actual rumour in the paddock is expect big things from AJ next week at Japan. I think Jono might have corner cutted there. Just check Jono. Did he have a corner cut there? He ran right over that corner, almost 4 wheels there.
I'm not sure if Bingley's retired, so he's first. Okay, I'm going to actually check the race director here.
Oh, Haynes has stopped his car in the middle of the track. He's pulled off. He spun it. He's overcooked it.
Haynes done. I think Jono might be done as well. It did say that Jono had an invalid lap. I'm not sure if that was his previous lap or this one. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I've got a feeling it might have been this one, mate. I could be wrong, but I think it was.
Robbo!
Robbo's left the session.
I'll bring him back in.
Try and get back in. In fact, I'll ping him an invite as well.
Where is he? Oh, he's pin offline.
Pin offline, yeah.
Obviously, as long as he comes in and just spectate, won't he?
Yeah.
So Haynes has retired, guys. I've just seen that through the pause menu.
You bringing Robbo back, are you? Okay.
Trying to, mate. Yep, got him now.
Okay, cool.
So AJ survived. With Jono then. He did.
Jono. Yeah, he did. He track extended. It was turn 1. Turn 2 that chicane. He ran all 4 wheels off.
Oh, dearie me.
So AJ survived.
So me personally had a really, really good race last night. Obviously in the CSR with no penalties, but that was a freak incident. You know, it's the hardest track on this game not to get a penalty on, barring none. I don't think, other than America through the S section, there is no other track on this game that is easier to get warnings on than Russia.
It is brutal, Socchi is for penalties. Oh, Germany's pretty bad as well. Almost on the par with Socchi, but Socchi is bad. There's 2 or 3 corners which are just penalty city. Turn 1, turn 2. You've got
This is Mexico.
The top end of the track just before the DRS is a great one to pick up the 3-second penalty there.
10 seconds being final corner.
Oh, Hainsley's not happy. berating himself there. No, you're good. Socchi,
Robbo's going to be more unhappy, mate. He's not in the lobby at the moment. I've not seen him join since, but two guys eliminated, Jono and Haynes. And Haynes, amazingly, they both get the choice of their own tyre now, so that potentially could work out in their favour.
What do you think they'll start? Do you think they'll
well,
start on ultras or hypers? They're not going to start on the soft.
Oh,
So
the
that's
ultras.
just not going to happen. Yeah,
You
run
get that
deep.
far back.
You can run
Or
to
even
about
potentially
6.
hypers.
Yeah, you can run 16 to 17 on the ultras and do 10 on the hypers at the end, or switch it around 10 or 11 on the hypers, and it all depends whether they want the pace at the start of the race or the pace at the end. Simple as that.
Yes. Me personally, I found that the hypers to ultras is probably the weaker strategy, but weirdly the more comfortable at the end of the race, because your tyres are on about 55% at the end.
You do have that advantage with the ultras with the low fuel load, much like a car. The ultras are actually pretty quick at the end. They're still pretty lively, so there is that option. So that's our top 10. AJ, Cookie, Bingley, in no particular order. Well, that's the order that appears on my screen. AJ, Cookie, Bingley, to the max. Johnny B, oh mama, Kai Pollitt, Swanee, lovely Colt, Towley, and Sykes-Zany. Here we go. Top 10 shootout.
Really good pace there by Swanee.
Any predictions?
Hopefully get, well, to be honest with you, one of two between Towley and Bingley with Syke in third. That's literally what I'm going to be saying here. The biggest thing we need to get our championship leader back in. Hopefully he does. Obviously we're trying everything at the moment. I've not seen him actually re-enter the lobby. I'm not sure quite what is going on there, but we'll have to basically wait and see. So who have we got out first?
We've got Carl, Towley and Syke. It looks like this car's obviously going out for two runs.
You'd imagine so, wouldn't you? You would imagine so.
Yep. But they've got time. They've got time to do the obviously the out lap, the fast lap, the in lap, back in, new set of tyres, and repeat performance. Rinse and repeat. Hopefully a bit quicker.
Yeah. But well, you would hope so, wouldn't you? But to be fair, I found a lot of the times it's been quite tricky to, especially in the Q3s that I've been in, to beat my first run. I don't quite know. Maybe even though the tracks kind of rub it in, like a lot of tracks, sometimes it does get cooler, the temperature, depending obviously what track you're in. A big example of that is Singapore. It's really, really tricky to, obviously we just come from Singapore last week. It's really tricky to kind of pull in a good lap time on your second run, because obviously it's getting, like, obviously later into the night, of course, temperature's going down slightly.
Absolutely.
I maybe took out my ass, but
no,
it does have a theoretical thing.
Interesting comment from Hainsey in the chat there. So his first 3 races were good. Well, okay. Ever since Germany, he's turned into Vettel. Hainsey, I share your pain, because since Germany, I've turned into meh, basically. So I know exactly where you come from, mate. Germany was the point in my season where it all unravelled. But there you go. It's just all you can do is just keep on going and keep on going. Eventually, the luck will change.
We are on board then with Sykes-Zany, and it's. Well, I'm saying that, but we're just waiting for yours to change, aren't we? Really, but it'll happen, and you'll come on and win a race just out of the blue. The only difference is obviously with the F2 to and F3 in a way, with kind of people having bad luck. Robert said he hopes he's in, so obviously the way we did it last time here, of course, when we were talking about the dreaded word beginning with R, which is restart. Us as the commentator streamers, and of course the stewards say the word.
Sorry, yeah, he's been that one.
What's he doing? Just watching him. I'm just. It stopped me in my flow.
Sorry,
okay.
I was on board when he ran wide, so he just obviously decided, it wasn't you. I just
literally was watching him, and he cut about 6 corners. Just like, well, that would get you pole if it was a corner cut Grand Prix. To be fair, 1 minute 21, really.
Actually, if we were on the regulation cornering, he would actually be doing fine right now.
Yeah. Either that or try and screw you for that one. So Towley is on his flying lap, so it's now, I believe, Kai Pollitt, and then straight on to Towley. Kai comes into the pits.
Has he got AJ behind him? Who's behind him? Is it? No,
Haas
not AJ.
Of Max.
There's Haas.
So we're on board with Towley, and that is straight into the low 30s. 1 minute 30.2.
1 minute 30.2.
Good lap.
I expect him to go quicker in the second run. I was in Party Battalion yesterday. We were doing some practice around Russia, and he was setting 129.8 I think the fastest time in the world is not
Cookie.
Cookie 130.1, setting a benchmark there. Couple of hundredths quicker. That is what, like the length of a wheel. This is nothing.
Pretty much, mate.
One little
Pretty
bit.
much.
Mauricio set a good time, 130.8 from Mauricio on the hypers. Bingley's gone third with 130.6.
Pro rata for him.
Here comes AJ.
Sector 3.
That's the slower one.
Yeah, I know he's going for his lap again.
Yeah. Johnny B is in sector 3. What's Johnny B doing?
Rhyming accidentally there, beer like that.
What's that, sorry?
Man notices these things. Johnny B in sector 3.
Oh, yeah. I'm a poet.
Absolute fucking poet.
Absolutely.
Fucking poet.
Right,
So
on with the Psych, sector 3.
Believe he is on his
tricky
in lap, I'd imagine.
No, I think he's going for this one because he made a mistake on the last lap, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Forgive me. He is going. So let's see where Psych falls in.
Yeah,
I did predict.
He's got time to come back in as well after this one and put another set of tyres on. What can he do?
Comfortably.
129.8. There we go. There we go. 129.8.
Oh, go on, lad.
That's awesome. That's very, very quick time.
Don't you feel jealous?
We have seen this all season of Psych. He has got such good one-lap pace, but only occasionally can he turn that into a consistent race performance. He's getting there, and I know Tony and Robbo are concerned about Psych because I know they feel that if he could get the consistency throughout a race, he will be challenging every single race for a win.
He's a contender. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, he is, beer. It's, to be honest, more the consistency, but less the consistency, more the penalties. That's his big thing, isn't it? He's lost about 50, 60 points this season because of penalties, and AJ coming round to complete his lap. Let's see what AJ can do. We're waiting for a good performance from AJ. We haven't had a good qualifying.
This is better. 137.
He's fifth.
Puts him in fifth. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. The guys now, anyone on track now, will be looking to get into the pits as quickly as they can now, so they can get out for a second run. They need to leave themselves about. They need to leave themselves about 2 minutes 30, don't they? They need to be.
Well, as Bravo gets. Oh, yeah.
He's going again.
Yeah.
Johnny B. Yeah.
He needs to, mate.
Kai, sector 3.
I believe he is on his outlap
He's
there.
coming out.
Yes,
Yeah,
he is 4 minutes 15.
4 minutes 17. That's my code.
Yeah, Ralph, I know you can get your fucking ultras. Ralph's put in the comments that ultras will last you 25 laps. Yeah, that's because you and Jim are basically fucking cyborgs in F2, you pair of fucking lunatics. But yeah, 25 laps they ran ultra softs for. The pair of them.
25. Why?
Oh my god, they're gonna pit now. They had incidents on lap 2 and Kai's ran wide.
Yeah. Oh, now
Kai's
that's causing a problem for Kai because he will probably just have enough time to get in and get back out again. But he's cutting it fine. But he should be okay. But I think he'll have to bin this lap and just dive straight in and put a new set of tyres on.
Unless he actually keeps going on these tyres, you never know. I wouldn't if I was him personally, but, I mean, there is enough time to pit. But then I guess there's another time to do another lap. So, I mean, if he feels confident doing it, AJ, of course, coming in, he has pretty much run out of fuel. Psych.
Yeah, he's got time.
Just in front of him.
He can get in. Scotty's in the chat. Good evening, Scotty. How are you?
Hey Scotty, living the green tick, mate. Superstar, welcome back in, buddy. And the Ferraris are having a bit of synchronised pit lane leaving there just in front of us. We're on board with Psych. So we've got Bingley and Swanee both in unison coming back onto the track.
Okay, Maurice is back out again.
So to the max back out. I'm guessing all the top 5 will be rejoining at some point, of course. We know Bingley and Swanee are on the way out. As obviously confirmed the second by myself. What can Colt do then? This needs
just
to
watching
Colt,
Kai. Kai's coming in. Yeah, he's got time. He's good. It's about a 1 minute turnover, so he's fine. Yeah. What's Colt doing? Is Colt's on a quick one? I think. Yeah, he's got 2 corners to go. I don't think this is. The pole sitters 130.8 in 6th. Right, solid. He is going to have to take a risk and get that car around there. If he's got fuel issues, I hope he's got enough to get back in. He's going to be cutting it really fine.
You were saying, Beer? Have you seen this? Colt taking a couple of unique lines across the track there.
We've got some mods, by
here,
the way, with RRF1 Bet, the new side app. Forrester 2-1 Kai to crash out. Okay, yeah, I'll take up on that.
Odds are lowering every week. Yeah. Odds are lowering for Forrester every week. I mean, Forrester, I reckon we should give him an RRF1 title as the RRF1 bookmaker, because
Yeah.
he's kind of using them odds quite a lot, isn't he? Kai and Bravo both haven't set a lap time yet, so in desperate need, you'd imagine, to get these times set. We've got Bingley. Colt, of course, will be coming back into the pits, mate. I don't think Colt's going to be able to get back out, you know.
Yeah, he's going to be struggling. He's going to really struggle. He's corner cutting like crazy. Yeah, I don't.
Obviously, we don't kind of approve of it, but you know, at the end of the day,
you got to do.
Take anybody out. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. He's not in traffic, or he hasn't got cars around him, so
he's not getting it. He's not getting out there.
I don't think.
No way is he getting out. He's got to go to 37 miles an hour yet. No.
Yeah. He's actually. That is surely a grid penalty.
Just.
On my screen, he was doing about 200 miles an hour when he hit that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bloody hell. I'll be absolutely honest with you, mate. I don't feel 100% today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Generally,
there's a lot of lurgies going around at the moment, mate, to be honest. But, if you are feeling well, I hope you get that. Is it just tiredness, mate? Not sleeping?
Do you know what I feel? I've actually got great sleep. I feel slow, if that makes sense. I had a couple of tins, but I have a couple of tins, you know.
That's what living in Wales does to you, mate. Unfortunately, but you know, I didn't say that. I didn't say. Did I say that? I did say that. I didn't mean it. I was thinking it. Oh shit.
You fucking did. It's a fucking dive. Don't worry. I agree with you.
I love Cardiff.
Right.
Cardiff's one of my favourite places. Lovely city.
The bay, of course. Don't go into the slums. Anyway, we will move on there. Basically like a fucking backwater Blackpool. We'll keep running. We've got Bingley. So we do have Bingley on a lap here. Swanee has pulled over. Let Bingley go. Oh my god! Fucking hell! Oh my days! Bingley's driven into Swanee and took him into the wall.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, what was...
That's when he's qualifying over. No, it helps.
Did I just see that?
Yeah. Yeah, Swanee's driving around with no wing.
Good
That's
lord.
his qualifying over.
What was that about?
And Vingers is in the pits. That's his qualifying over.
Oh dear.
Just going to have a quick look at the race directory.
No penalties come out.
We got his Bingley's warning for speeding in the pit lane. That was it. How Colt didn't get a grid penalty for speeding in the pit lane? Oh, never know. It's just a warning. Okay.
He didn't have one. To the max
Anyway.
fifth. 1:30.6. Just literally moved up to the max now.
I'm on board with
So
Syke.
where are we looking?
Syke's just starting a fast lap. Cookie is
Max retires. So it's
just got through.
Please on. It's not in the way of anybody. Max is
yeah.
it?
Towley is in sector 3, coming down the.
I'll be honest with you. I don't quite know what Colt's doing because he's cutting all the corners, and it's going to invalidate this in the next lap. It's probably one of the silliest moves I've seen.
Yeah.
And he's run out of time anyway. We knew he didn't have the time anyway. Towley, let's have a look then. Towley going for pole position. He's had so many this year. Remarkable qualifying performance by Towley, and he's actually not going to get it this time here.
Yeah,
he's not going to get it. He's running in zero.
Syke and Cookie are. Yeah, he's coming to the pits.
Syke's been off. It's Cookie shit.
Right, it's Cookie. It's all on Cookie. What can he do?
Oh, actually, mate, saying that it's on Cookie and AJ because AJ's coming around as well. I forgot about AJ in 8th position. This may be a really, really good lap time here, and he goes 4th.
Good time by AJ. That's better.
Sauber's 3rd and 4th.
Eyes on Cookie in the well, it's the Force India, but it's Racing Point now. What can he do?
I really detest calling it that Racing Point.
Yeah, I know.
That's
yeah,
a shit name of a car.
He's got 3 tenths to get. He's got 3 tenths to find. The second time he's 2 tenths over anyway.
So Syke Zaney
takes
pole position unless Cookie manages to pull out a miracle running in no ERS.
No, he's on
I've
0.
never seen that done before.
Yeah.
What a brutal qualifying. By the way, Johnny
Cookie's
Bravo moved to 5th and Kai to 8th.
Good time by Johnny
So
B. Nice to see it for top 5. AJ though, excellent qualifying from AJ. He just got into Q3, got a skin of his teeth, and he's really, really made it count with an excellent 4th place. So he'll be really happy with that. Got every
Top 10
chance
beer
now.
we have got. I'll run through this quick and then go for my customary cigarettes. We've got Syke, Cookie, Towley, AJ. I've got a blue marker on the screen. That's weird. Bravo, Bingley in 6th. Max, Kai, Colt and Swanee. Pos back in 2 and then Beer can take his 1 minute, guys. Back then.
Okay, yeah, so it's quite an interesting qualifying session in Q3. It's really opened up. Losing Robbo in Q2 with that incident in the wall there means that Robbo is on a recovery drive. Now, we have said that a few times about Robbo recently, but he is the master of getting the best out of a bad situation. So I expect Robbo to make quick progress through the field and still challenge for a podium. But Socchi announced in pole. Cookie Chip again showing just how consistent he has been really ever since Austria. He's started to come good. He is now a real race contender and a race winner week in, week out. So it's going to be a really interesting race, really. We've got some split strategies as well. We've got guys who went through Q2, of course, in the Ultras, guys who went through on the Hypers. It's a one-stop race, barring accidents. Difficult to make it a prediction on this one. It really is, because as we mentioned earlier on the qualifying, Sykes' biggest issue this season has been penalties. If he can sort that out tonight, he is going to take some stopping. Cookie, we know he's got pace around here. We saw it last night in CSR. Towley, master of all tracks. Never count him out. He's only literally a couple of hundredths down on Cookie. He's 3.5 tenths down on Syke. AJ, an excellent qualifying session in fourth, as we've already mentioned. The biggest talking point, no doubt, in Q3 was the collision between, I think it was Swanee and Bingley. That'll be interesting to see what the drivers are going to say about that after the race, if indeed they're on the podium. But of course, the major talking point in qualifying was Robbo and what happened in Q2. So anyways, that's where we're at. I'm going to stick my neck out and I'm going to go for Cookie Chip for the win tonight. We'll wait and see what Pos decides when we get back. I think it's going to be really tight, though. I can't remember off the top of my head what the top three runners ran in Q2, whether they're on the same compound tyres or whether they're on different tyres. Can't actually remember. But it should be a good one. Good to see everyone in the chat. Sykes in the chat. Yep, well done. Congrats on the poll. Bish is in there. Thank you all indeed for watching us. We are RRF1, the newest and the best league across any platform on the F1 series. We've made the best of a crap game to put on the show every week, both F1, F2, F3, Performance, and our sister league CSR, which we cannot forget, of course, on a Saturday night. If you want to see good racing, come and watch Positively Glad on Twitch, Beer on beer.tv, Rah and
Yes,
Mustafa
sir.
Shag. We're the guys that stream more often than not. Come and see our channels for top quality racing. Pos is back. I can just hear him huffing and puffing away in the background. So
Yes,
I'm going to go for my cheeky little cigarette and I'll hand you back over to Mr. PosGlad.
Thank you very much, Beer. I ran back in. Big mistake. Anyway, I used to have a lot more fitness than this, and I'm like an old man. Anyway, pretty much just repeating what Beer said. The amount we've managed to achieve in such a short fucking space of time. I seem like a bleeding parrot saying this shit. Fresh got in, by the way, as Robbo is back in, so that's cool. 13th, 14th on the grid. But what we've achieved in such a short space of time is nothing short of phenomenal. Obviously, you know, looking at the F3 season, started off, I think a lot of guys in F3 will agree with me here who are watching. It started off, let's be honest, a mess. Guys started tuning in to watch crashes. Now they're tuning in because it's a fucking top night of racing. If you want crashes, guys, Friday night. F2, 1,000,000%. But no, in a more serious outtake of this, I just want to say, first of all, before we do get the ball rolling, thank you, everybody, for showing a phenomenal amount of support. It's not just my channel that's blowing up. Beer now is getting, well, you know, he's affiliated, so he's effectively, you know, what you would now call a semi-professional streamer, if I can get the words out. Robbo's on the cusp of getting 50, I think. You've also got Unique Shots, whose channel broke records for him on Friday night. You know, that's what we're all about here, basically. I know Sniper's just literally come online as well. I was actually going to make that point. He missed out by literally about 2 minutes. So unfortunate. Oh, we're leaving. We are leaving. Okay. Right. Okay. So everybody's backing out. I'm going to wait in the lobby with Beer for Beer to come back. Okay. Right. Interesting. So the guys have made an executive decision themselves to restart. Or to at least go back. I'm assuming this is to get Sniper in. I'm going to wait in the lobby literally for as long as I can, of course. No, I'm going to get kicked out anyway, so let's go back here. Beer will be put back onto the main screen. Okay. As we always say, as an overall rule, no restarts from the side, but obviously the way that it is, if the guys choose to do a restart themselves, it is on their head. So they've chosen to take that route tonight. So fair play. I'm going to ping an invite now to Beer. We're just going to have to wait. Beer, we are restarting, mate. I believe we're restarting, I believe. I believe Sniper missed out by about 30 seconds. I think that's the reason why. So the guys have kindly decided to do a quick little restart to bring him in.
Well, that is very kind. Slightly controversial, I think. There's going to be some...
We've just been talking about that now.
Yeah.
But to be fair, though, it doesn't really affect anything, does it, really, in that case? Because
it
grid
doesn't
positions are kept the same
anyway.
anyway.
It
used to.
Of course, yes, on this game it keeps the grid positions, isn't it? That's the important thing. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. So forget the controversy. Rewind. And start again. Okay.
Can we have some controversy? Let's have some controversy. Fuck it.
Oh,
what a shit decision.
If you want some controversy, just let Angry Bear take the microphone for about 5 minutes and we'll have some controversy. But no, not tonight. This is not about self-promotion. This is about league promotion, RRF1. The best
I promoted you, mate, when you went away.
The best racing in any platform, in any game you will find in the world. Forget the best, forget the rest. Join the best. I'm still trying to join at the moment.
Everybody, and I forgot to invite you.
No, I'm trying to join the session. It's not letting me at the moment.
We've still got a couple of guys waiting to come in, mate. Anyway, so
I'm going to have to
standard
rejoin.
Codemaster stuff.
Yeah, we've got a message from Matt. Can you race? Sorry, Matt, not tonight. If you're watching, because actually this is the league race.
Oh, who said that?
Matt, private message. I might have to dashboard. Okay. I might have to dashboard, mate. I can't. It's just
do it quick, mate.
Yeah.
Even if the lobby starts, mate, we can, we just bloody bring you in anyway. It's not the end.
Just dashboard.
Jono's just restarted as well. Jono's just dashed.
Yep.
We're still waiting on Jono anyway. I'll go spectate myself anyway. The one game where, I tell you what, if EA took over this, yes, we'll have lag around every single corner, but by God, we probably won't have to restart the lobby about 1,574 times, will we? But to be fair, no. Jono's in, we're just now obviously waiting on yourself, mate. Even if you don't get on right at the start, Beer, literally just call me in.
Just ping an invite, mate. I'm in the game.
Cool, of course I can. So you are on the main menu. Go back to spectate because I'll probably forget and I'll end up driving around at the back. I did it. I remember me in the F3 race. I forgot to make myself spectator. I was fucking driving around on the formation lap. I nearly got wiped out of that formation lap as well. Yes, I see your name, Bear. That is what we like to see.
Okay, so and spectate real quick. There we go. Yep, spectating.
And here we go.
So we got snipes in. So are we ready? Yeah, I forgot about, of course.
Drivers now.
If this had been the old game, it would have been very controversial having a guy restarting for a guy coming in. But of course, I keep on forgetting with this game, you do have the facility. You can bring people in at the very last minute. Obviously, they sit at the back of the grid, but at least they get to race, which is the important thing.
It's a nice touch. Like, for example, do you know what? Like, we could have done something similar in the. Oh God, are we going or?
AJ's.
Yeah, we are.
Says he's been kicked. Okay. Has he got back in? Got some guys in the chat there.
Oh no, he was on about before. He was on about when the lobby shut down. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't respond, so apologies.
Did Sniper get back in? A message from Sniper.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there he is.
Robbo did as well.
That's good.
Robbo was in as well. Robbo actually got back in the first time.
That is good. That is good. So we've pretty much got all the drivers where they need to be. That is excellent, of course, because we don't want people missing out because of a crappily badly developed game. We need to make sure all these guys are not wasting their time on a Sunday night because they are the best. That's why they put on the show for us.
And that, guys, isn't Beer kissing ass.
I don't kiss ass.
We've been hyping. No, exactly. That's what I mean. It's, these guys are legitimately incredible.
Absolutely. The only ass I kiss is my own. Simple as that.
I wouldn't kiss my mate. I'm just saying. But anyway, we'll move away from bum talk.
Arse cheese.
Oh, for fuck's sake of my life. Anyway, I'm actually going to... for fuck's sake, man. And you thought it was only me and Dragoon that had the laughs. Yeah, if only you knew, ladies and gentlemen. If only you fucking knew. Sniper is not showing up on the list, you'll see.
Oh, talking of which, is the drunken Bristolian back, is he? Is he back commentating? Because I've not watched the race for a while, I must admit.
He missed last week. He didn't do it last week. This Thursday, Pete did it with me, which is a fucking great stream, by the way, an incredible race. But I was actually going to give it to Ben Prime, but I have a reason why I'm going to give it back to Dragoon, because me and Mark, spoiler alert, are stewards for F3. And as he pointed out to me, which he made a very, very valid point, because obviously a lot of our decisions that we make are backed up by the race that we watch, from our perspective, and then we get a clip from it, obviously the way you steward. And he has found it very difficult, and I do agree with him, because I've missed races and had to steward before, and it is impeccably difficult. You have to sit through the whole stream and watch back again. We try and obviously.
Yeah, we used to do ESR when I was one of the chief stewards there.
Fucking nightmare, wasn't it?
It's horrible. It would just cause arguing. Oh, just to change something real quick, Dan Pennell's in the chat there. I'm the best, just sandbagging. That's what I like about you, Dan. You really are wasted on F1, mate. A career in stand-up comedy awaits. I can always tell when you're bullshitting, mate, because your lips move. What can I say? I've got to send Mac a message saying...
Big Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. I've missed Big Mac. Oh, bloody hell. Wrong formation already. Christ, they're getting away quick.
I'm just going to say...
once again, Beer, while you're doing that, I just want to point out the fact that Sniper is once again starting in 16th. He's not made it into 15th. So he's... because obviously he didn't make the initial qualifying session. He's been put... Where the hell is he going? Oh my god! This is kind of entertaining to watch. Fresh to get in as well, so we do have a lobby of 15 drivers, and just for your information, Beer, Dan Pennells has sent about 4 or 5 laughing emojis. So I assume he agrees.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Now, we have ourselves a very interesting race brewing up here, of course. We've got...
Well, I've got cooking. I forgot to tell you, because whilst you're having your Jamaican Woodbine, I predicted cookies for a race.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
Oh, some lag. There's lag on Sniper's car. There's lag on his car.
Oh, wait there. Damn it. Controller's gone off. Damn it.
A lot of lag on his car.
Sorry, Bear, I'm back. I believe you said Sniper's lagging, didn't you? I'm sorry. I reached around the kitchen door to get my pop. And I've not got enough range to go there, so forgive me. I'm going to keep an eye on Sniper then. I hope there isn't, because these guys have restarted for him. I'm not saying it's bad for them to do, you know what I mean? But it's... It'll raise a few suspicions and questions, won't it, really? Scotty in the comments, I'm dead. So, Bear, you have picked Cookie for the win. I am going to stick my neck on the line, and I'm going to actually say... Do you know what? Rob for a podium.
Yeah, I was talking about that because, again, whilst you're having the cigarette, because Rob's had a few of these over the season, where he's had a few issues in qualifying, and he's been driving recovery races, and he's always produced the goods, pretty much. I think one race, he might have finished 4th, but when he has been stuck down the grid through, mistakes or incidents or whatever in qualifying, he has managed to do great recovery drives. I think Spa was one of the ones, wasn't he? He had a good drive around Spa when he had to start way near the back, I think it was.
Remember Monaco?
I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty
sure it was commentary
Spa.
together.
Yeah.
Monaco, here we go. Commentary together. We are going here, ladies and gentlemen, just waiting for... Here we go then. So, Beer, you know what to do. Take it away.
And it's go in Socchi.
Yes, sir.
Good start from Syke. Syke's got a good start. He's covered Cookie off there. He's gone very defensive already. Oh, we've got a laggy Williams there somewhere. So far so good. Syke's got it covered off. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Through. Oh, this is 3-4 abreast here, and they've all made it through.
Yeah, got a few track extensions there, I think, but everyone's through safely from what I can see.
Jono up to 8th. There's still 3
wide through there.
Look at this.
Amazing racing. Side by side going through there. Wow.
Cookie and
5-second stop go penalty for corner cutting Johnny Bravo.
Oh, bit of a collision here. Oh my god, there's a Force India on the inside. That's Robbo.
Slow at the back, that's Robbo, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Has Robbo got damage? Robbo's got damage, bit. Robbo's got damage.
Look, he's actually past Sniper.
Front left damage, Robbo. Front left damage.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Is that an end plate missing?
Yep. front left end plate. If you look at Robbo's car and Cookies,
Oh, yeah,
it looks a little bit more spiky.
Connection with the William. Yeah, he's just ran to the back of Haynes there. There's some lag in this lobby, unfortunately.
Curious, we didn't have anything in qualifying again. But who have we got here? We've got the Renault, I believe.
Robbo's making a move on Haynes. No, he's going to have to back off there. I think he's got it covered. Yeah, he's got it covered. So I'm just watching carefully.
It's literally flicking up and down, mate. Look how close everyone is. Mate, everyone's that close. I've gone from 3rd to 13th and the camera hasn't changed.
There's less than a second between every single car, if you know what I mean.
Pits.
The gap's like 0.2, 0.3.
Robbo pitting. This is going to add an amazing dimension to this Grand Prix. If he can come back from this...
He'll go to the end. He'll go to the end on softs, I'd imagine, won't he? Let's have a look. I'm still on board with Robbo.
To be fair. Still on board with him, mate. I'm going to have a little flick through the field here. Oh my god, oh, fucking hell. This is F2, mate. As Scotty will say, it'll be... Yeah, he's going for the 2 stops still.
Hypers, mate. Oh, hang on.
He's going to be rapid.
That's Hypers in the new wing. Yeah, Hypers in the new wing.
Jono with the penalty there. We're going to go right back to the action. Robbo, we'll be seeing him probably in about 6 laps on the back of this train, usually compared to how quick he is. This is going to be Robbo's big test, though, Beer. He is leading the championship tally, even in 4th position. He's probably licking his lips right now. But knowing that, the 2 pair of them will still be... And Bingley overtook Towley in the start. We're just going to have a quick check. Swanee with the penalty there. Currently clinging on... Oh, Beer. Have you seen who's in 11th? What has happened to AJ again?
Oh, no.
My God, on my life.
We'll have to watch back on the stream. There is a bit of lag around in the room. Hopefully it might just settle down or down well. I'm on board with AJ at the moment. He's just trading Swanee at the moment. Well, Swanee had the edge at Bingley in qualifying, which will be also reviewed by the stewards, I'd imagine.
You would imagine it, wouldn't you? Obviously, we're going to receive a clip if we don't. We'll obviously put them in the way
Haynes
of Swanee then.
Haynes on the back of AJ going into the chicane. Has he got the move done? I think
not quite.
Well, side by side. They're side by side. No, I think he's covered them off.
Look at this.
They just have a look at Swanee now.
Oh God, may compromise his line there. Haynes, if he gets a better exit, you'd imagine him having to go at the second to last, or would he just stick around for DRS? Because DRS is one of the rare occasions.
Online very, very shortly.
Usually on lap 3, DRS doesn't usually come straight on, does it? But because the activation zone is just past the lights, it will be coming on for all of these guys. So let's have a little look.
Oof. Sniper running very wide there.
Mace, I believe the guy at the front of the train, aka Syke, maybe under a little bit of pressure later. Bravo had a little bit of a lag jiggle there. I'm not sure what's going on there, to be honest. Skillen, this is where Skillen probably be looking to get joined into the lobby, wouldn't you, really? He'd be right
he's probably in it. He's probably in it already.
Probably
he's
there.
Just ghosting around a track somewhere. Syke is under a lot of pressure from Cookie now. These two have got about six-tenth gap back to Towley in 3rd. To Bingley in 3rd. With Towley about a bit of half a second back.
Just still watching this battle for 8th position now. They've caught Jono up here, and there's a really close battle up here for 6th position as well. Kai's up 2 places, Jono's up 3. Max, I don't like Rush's corner cut.
Oh, Syke's one wide there. You managed to get away, but you almost got an advantage actually by running wide there. It's kind of weird, really. It's one of those tracks where you can sort of slingshot. Yeah.
He's put an extra 2 temp sniper with a penalty, of course. That's going to be a common theme, not obviously focusing on sniper, but the fact that, penalties, etc., etc. We're going to be seeing it very, very often in this Grand Prix. It's not these guys are bad at it. It's just the fact of the nature of the track. And I believe AJ has been overtaken by Haynes. Oh, they stood side by side. Look at this. They were side by side. I think they did have a bit of handbags there.
Right, Haynes is back in front again. Looking at this. Haynes has got it covered off. Right, jump back on board to Cookie, mate, because he's going to be looking at DRS, possibly going into turn 1, turn 2.
Straight on it, mate. You know me. Here we go then. Let's see what we can do. The most pathetic
Syke
turn 1 in the history of F1.
Cookie's drafting him now as they're coming up the main
slipstream and DRS.
This should be bread and butter here. Syke's going to have to go wide through.
He's going to hang it.
Well,
really good drive by the pair of them.
He managed to hold it, yeah. Cookie's going to try and run it around the outside under braking to turn one. No, he's
oh my God.
Gone back into the draft. Oh, instant. He smashed it. Yep.
Oh my God, Towley's wing.
I'm going to record it.
Oh my God, Cookie's off. He's out.
Cookie's gone. Cookie is out of the race. Cookie and Syke destroyed.
Oh my God.
Recorded, mate. I got them both 2 clips.
The problem, Towley's wing's gone as well. Bingley is in dreamland.
Will we see a safety car?
Surely to fucking God. Do you know what? You can't really partition the blame on anybody there, Beard, just looking at it. And mate, Johnny Bravo was overtook Towley. Towley's going to have to fall. Oh my God, Beer. We've got Robbo and Towley who will be sitting in, and Syke, 12th, 13th and 14th. Or 13th, 14th and 15th. Yeah. Oh boy, what an interesting development that was.
Well, I've got,
do you know what? It's
I've,
that
I've
close,
got,
weren't they?
I've got Psych and Cookie recorded, and I've got Cookie also dying recorded as well.
Probably more for the montage, that wouldn't it, really? Cookie. Oh,
Kai's up to
my
third.
days.
Kai's up to third now.
Tally's having a pit, isn't he?
Tally's going to have to come into the pits.
Races like this, Beer.
Yeah,
Races like this, where we see Swanee and Jono, who usually fight around the lower reaches of the points, or just outside the points, are 5th and 6th.
Yeah, I'm going to just stumble to Tally. I want to see what tyres he goes on to. Obviously, we need a new wing. Will Robbo be able to pass him? We've got a couple of cars coming in. We've got a Renault coming in
Psych as well.
Yeah, McLaren. Towler's going onto the hyper, so it's going to be a two-stopper. He's not going to do the one-stopper.
Possibly the most dramatic moment in the Elite League's, well, history, to be fair.
Robbo's going to pass Tally, I think, coming out. It's going to be close. Robbo's got the run up. Or maybe...
The championship rivals. Tally is up to speed. Oh my god, look at this! Oh, they're together!
So close between Robbo and Tally. They're together. The two title contenders. Of course, Robbo's already got his tyres up to 10th, so he'll be looking to try and clear him if he can.
I'm literally just watching this battle. We've got a battle for third between To The Max and Kai Pollock. Kai's up to fucking third. That's an amazing start by him.
He is, yeah.
Remarkable.
Really well.
Look at the development in this race.
Well, I think
14th,
Robbo's going to be
13th.
looking to try and drop. Sorry to cut across it. I think Robbo's going to try and drop and maybe do him under the DRS here, because Tally's obviously trying to get his tyres up to temperature. Can Robbo take advantage?
Colt has just gone around the outside of Jono in a fantastic manoeuvre, but Jono's held it.
Jono's fought back.
Oh, no.
No, what's happened to Jono? He's lost back 2 places.
Colt and Jono had a little bit of a side pod thing, mate. I think Colt just nudged him slightly, and Jono got nudged back. Like I said, mate, it's one of them ones again. It's that. Do you know that corner you were saying? It's so difficult. The corner after it, the left hand, I'd say is equally, if not more so, because of the fact that you've got obviously the kind of almost camber in the corner, haven't you? I know it's flat, but you've almost got the camber. It seems when you go round the corner, it almost sucks you out to the right. It's so difficult.
I'm on board with Robert at the moment, and this track is not flat. There is camber around this track. It's not huge, but it tries to suck you in a bit like Japan. It's not bumpy. It's flat in terms of no bumps, but there is some camber. There's some changes in elevation of the track from one side to the other.
And Cookie in the comments, mate, has said, as Leclerc said yesterday, I am stupid. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
I think Tally's got his tyres at 10th. He's now starting to drop Robbo. And
I really cannot wait to see, Beer, where these guys end up. I'm going to make a claim now, barring any stupid mistakes, by God, mate, Bingley. Now, we were on about, weren't we? Bingley being 70 points down, Beers. Around about 70 to 75 points down. By races like this, he's not out of the fight. He's not out.
It's good. I tell you, it's good to see. It's nice to see Maurice in a podium position at the moment. He's currently sat in third at the moment.
The last one, Beer, I'll give you a spoiler when it was. Bahrain.
Wow, race
Bahrain.
2. Not long ago.
He has finished third, but penalties have adjusted his finishing position. I think he had a third position in Canada, I believe, or he was up there in Canada, as far as I remember.
Swanee on Kai. Great move by Swanee on Kai. Great moves.
Swanee has had fucking Weetabix this morning or something
and
fucking
Kai
crazy.
is under serious pressure from Colt. I think Kai's going to be... He will get the DRS activation, but there's a still gaggle of cars now going back from Swanee all the way back to Jono. Here comes Colt.
Look at this.
Colt and Kai.
Colt on the outside.
We don't even need to switch between cars. I think Colt's got done it. He's overcooked it, has he? He's overcooked a bit. Ooh, now
was in front, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think Kai's going to run around the outside of him possibly. Don't do a Cookie and Psych Zaney.
No, please God, guys, no. Good Lord. Oh, look at Haynes on the back of a Kai as well.
Back in beside him. Yeah. Wow, that was close. Oh, Kai's almost lost it.
Bloody
Was that
hell.
lag? Was that lag?
Mate, do you know what? That was lag. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure, because Unique Shots was driving straight yesterday on Thursday.
Kai is struggling with his back end, mate. The back end is really stepping out.
It's awful for him. Let me go on board with him a minute.
And again there. Yeah, it's really snapping out on him.
Do you know that really shit camera angle where it shows you the back tyres? For the first time in Codemasters history, I actually want to see that camera. I want to see how worn his rears are.
Yeah, this hyper's really hurting now. It's a bit early for him to be really hurting. You'd have thought he'd have got up to about 11.
The
Depends on the fuel load as well.
10. Bare minimum of 10.
I wonder if he's obviously running a high ballast. Yeah, he's struggling again. He's that back end is snapping out. He's slow in the slow corners. He's really struggling for grip.
Colton Swanee, just in front. So much action.
Yep.
This is like the real life F1, isn't it? You've got the front runners and then you've got the midfield battle.
Kai's
Oh
pitting.
my god, he's pitting already. Ooh, man. I don't know about that, but I guess he has
19
to.
laps.
I know Ralph and Jimmo did in the F2 race run 24, 25 laps under extreme circumstances. And Sniper's pitting as well, mate, from the Hypers. Maybe it is the death of the tyre. Maybe you are correct.
Like Kai's we've got a car's going onto the softs there somewhere. I'm sure. Is that Sniper's car? See Sniper? No, it's on the Ultras. No, it's on the Ultras.
He's been held.
Yep.
He got held for a huge amount of time.
Yeah, Kai was. I got a feeling there is a bit of lag here because he got held up, and I caught a quick glimpse as he was leaving of Kai's cars leaving. Then I jumped into Kai, and Kai was already about 300 yards down the road.
Here we go.
So
Robbo and
here comes
Kai.
Robbo. I think can Kai cover him off?
It's going to be close.
Yeah, he's just covered him off. I think Robbo's going to be.
Colt's got Swanee up there as well. Did miss that. Oh my god, Swanee's on the outside. Sorry, mate. I'm back into it. Oh, there is a little bit of lag in this lobby. 1,000,000%. I've just seen Colt's lagging Swanee with a corner cut there. All four wheels were off the track.
We've got four cars. We've got AJ's back in this battle as well. Jolly. And we've got. What's the Mercedes doing? Colt, he's just lost about 4 places. That was lag. What? His car just teleported backwards.
Yeah, he was fighting with Swanee. They were side by side.
His car just literally teleported backwards.
That's going to be helpful for Haynes. He doesn't have to overtake Colt and moves into 4th position.
Yeah, Cookie's saying in there there's a possible desync. Cookie, you're right. There's a lot of lag in the room. You're absolutely right.
We called it beer, didn't I? Obviously, we had to change focus because there was a lot of action going on at the time, but it didn't look like Cookie really wallops. Oh my god, the Sauber goes a little bit askew. There's AJ.
Wow, that's right.
It didn't look like he hit him really big, did it? It was weird.
I recorded it, and it didn't look like there was any contact. The Sauber's really struggling at the back end there. I don't know, it's a weird one. I have recorded though, Cookie, so I can, I'll send it on to the stewards.
Even send it to Cookie potentially as well, just obviously for his own perspective, just to see for himself, because
it wasn't the best camera angle, but you can see what happens if you know what I mean. Right, AJ's going to have a look at Draft and Swanee, and you've also got AJ's going to get that one done. Is he on the outside? Swanee's had to run off track there. He might have to give up position to Haynes, possibly to Colt as well, possibly. Let me see what happens here.
Oh my god, the Cox there.
Yeah, Swanee has to yield. He went off track. He should. I'm recording that.
Did go off track. So he did go completely off.
Yeah, he ran wide.
Guys in the comments,
he's gone. Swanee,
oh my god! Whoa!
Swanee's gone.
I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
I don't think there's any contact. I'm recording it. There we go, recorded.
Fucking hell.
I was on board when it happened.
AJ! AJ's letting everyone through.
AJ's got damage, I think.
Has AJ hit Swanee? Do you think he's letting people go because of it?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
What has gone on?
There's some funny stuff going on this one tonight.
Bizarre. What has happened?
But to be fair, Mr. Controversial Beer and Kebab says that Swanee gained an advantage. He should have let AJ through before then. He should not have been fighting him right there. He went miles off track. AJ had already got the move down going to turn right. He had to yield and let him through. I've recorded both parts of the incident, if you know what I mean. I've recorded the crash and the corner cut.
As is the way. It's helpful for the stewards, Beer. I mean, obviously, we'll have everything. Yeah. Someone has just said, I can't see, is it DC Roscoe? It's a crazy race, happy I got here on time. It has been mental. Swanee had real true pace as well.
Lewis echoing in there, saying, ouch man, this race is crazy tonight. Absolutely.
He's retired himself
from the session,
He's retired himself, he's given up.
I don't think he should have done. I don't know. I don't think he should have done, because I think he should not be in the position where there was an incident. He should have been let through already by the Ferrari. That's my thoughts. Right or wrong.
As you say, guys, you've got two of the most controversial fucking commentators. We say it as we fucking see it. Obviously, we don't influence nothing what the stewards do, but we have our own fucking thoughts. And we have been wrong in the past. We've got yellow flag sector 1.
Interesting from Colt. Colt's pitted and come back out on the softs. That's a strange call. I would have thought he'd have ran the ultras or...
Do you know what, Beer? He was running the ultras. He was on ultras. He's going to double check really quickly. We've got no people.
If that's the case, yes, he's got to run the softs because hypers won't last. He's got to run two different he's got to run 2 different compounds, obviously, for anyone who doesn't watch F1.
For the first time, Beer, in an Elite League commentary between me and you, the first time ever, we have no first lap battles. We've got no battles on track.
Not at the moment.
There is absolutely no battles on track right now.
Kai has come out on the Ultras. He will be looking to try and close the gap up on Towley. Towley's been running 5 laps on the Hypers, so they'll be still good. They won't be at their absolute peak.
He's doing a great job, Towley, isn't he? He's done a great. I know it's been carnage up in front, but
yeah. Okay, cheers.
Swanee has jumped into party. Just thought we'd let you all know. That's fine, mate. We'll talk about after the race, mate. Just doing a job here, bro. Come on, man. I'll invite you in straight after the race, man. Okay. Kai then is 1 point. I believe, what was it? Mate, Kai's catching Towley.
He's not, well, in the last couple of sectors, he hasn't really. It stayed static at 1.9. It's just dropped out to 2, but obviously it's the concertina effect and then stretching out again as they go through corners. Sykes Zany's making progress now. He's 1.6 behind Sniper, who is on fresher tyres. They're on the same compound, both in Ultras. But Sykes had his on for 6 laps, Sniper on 3. Looking good for the guys up front.
It really is, isn't it? And mate, I'm not one for humble brags, but the 2 Haas drivers are maybe sitting in 2 and 3. Yeah, you wouldn't have fucking thought it with this arrogant bastard, would you?
I tell you what, it is good to see. It is good to see the Haas's
about fucking
any
time,
division high up on the grid.
Well, to be fair with these 2, especially with their hilarious Monza crash, which is probably one of the ones nominated for crash of the season, barring Live in a Possum in, I believe you commented at that race in Belgium, where Live in a Possum flying over the top of the car.
Good Lord.
Pitter. Haynes pits from that, mate. Haynes has done what we thought was usually possible, what we did.
Yeah,
what
10
we
laps.
would have done, obviously.
12 laps and then switch onto the Ultras now. He'll run the Ultras to the end.
Easy peasy. Can you believe this? Of all the carnage, Fresh LP is running in 5th. Fucking amazing. Go on, Fresh lad.
Hasn't pitted yet.
He'll be one of the... No, I think he'll probably fall to about... Well, he will be... What's he on? 22. He'll come out in front of Colt. You can imagine, wouldn't you? If he comes in, but he's on Ultras as well.
Towley's moved to 6, but of course Towley is going to have to stop again, as will Robbo.
Robbo's pitted.
Robbo's
just pitted now.
Stop. He's put the Ultras on. Now Towley's going to try and cover them off, because those 2 were quite close together on track, remember when they came out? And so Towley, I'd imagine, will probably pit in the next lap or 2 to try and cover that stop off.
I would imagine, mate. Haynes with Sniper and Syke. Syke has caught, I believe, Syke has caught Sniper.
Yeah, he is complaining in the chat of Sniper lagging. We have seen lagging in the room. I did notice Sniper on his formation that was lagging, but you can't pin that down to the individual. I just think it's the nature of the lobby, unfortunately.
Because we had Colt and Haynes as well jittering, and Bravo had a jitter as well. So obviously it's just literally the unfortunate situation here.
To be honest, Syke, mate, if you're racing, I wouldn't really...
Yeah, don't write on the chat. Stay focused.
Yeah, because it's going to...
Not that you're not allowed. If you've got Twitch narrator, you know, just don't want you crashing off, mate. Stay focused.
Yeah. You don't want to be smashing your car, because you'll only be blaming yourself if you smash the car.
If there is a Twitch Siri who will type for you, please let me fucking know, because I need one of them fucking things when I'm driving. I want to start moaning during races.
Well, actually, I mean, Syke can have a proxy typing for him as long as his name is not the unmentionable word with G. These 3 are so close together.
We'll leave that there. I was going to say, mate, Kai was 1.1 down then on Towley, but he's just hit the right-hand side wall.
Oh, that's not good.
I can't see if there's any damage.
Sykes shaping up.
Sniper, I believe, is it? Yep,
Sniper run wide. Oh, that was almost a contact there.
Jesus Christ.
Syke luckily was aware of that. Sniper's staying on the left.
Slipstream.
I would have stayed the slipstream a bit longer, but yeah, he's got the move done, I think, looking at this. I'm just watching Sniper's car. Yeah, Sniper's got no answer to that at the moment. But he did the right thing there. But Sniper just got a little bit of back-end twitch coming out of the last corner, and Syke had to be very, very aware of that on the ball.
There's a bit of a lock-up there by Syke. That's never going to be any help for your tyres, of course, but I believe he has got the move done, completed now.
Yeah, Sniper's not giving up that a fight there. He's making sure that Syke's wing mirrors are completely full of that Renault.
This is progress to do so, Beer, of course. They are going to the end of the race. Go on, Beer.
Absolutely. As I say, so far we've lost AJ, Swanee and Cookie from the race. So going to see what Towley's doing. Is he pitching yet? He's coming down the main straight into sector 3. He is racing Robbo, basically.
It's the championship fight, isn't it, Beer? It's the championship fight. Remember though, Robbo did pit a few laps before Towley as well. So that's definitely one thing to consider. Oh, did you see there, Towley then? Oh my God.
Back in Twitch there. He's pitting. He is coming in. He's going to try and cover off Robbo. I think those hikers have done enough. We've done, what, 8 laps?
First time beer this race. We have got 23 viewers, by the way. Once again, guys, everybody's watching.
Thank you.
Much love, indeed.
Thank you.
Praise to you, mate. Thank you very much, everybody. Haynes with a 33.7. Go on, Hainesy boy. Flying around at the moment. And fresh,
of course,
with the top 5.
As we don't self-promote, of course, I'm gonna do a bit of promotion for Pos. If you like what you see, please hit the follow button. If you really like what you see, you can always support Pos's outstanding Twitch content by a donation or a Twitch Prime subscription. I'm sure he'd appreciate any help. It helps him improve the quality of all the content he provides on Twitch. So thank you for everybody who has contributed in one way, shape or form.
Evening, Ivy. Ivy, yes, one of our first ever followers. Ivy will tell you the grind it has taken to get to this stage on this channel. But I'm just not bigging myself up. I can't be asked, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the racing. Let's face it, if these guys weren't good and putting on a show, mate, we wouldn't get no viewers, we wouldn't get no followers, we wouldn't get no subs.
Absolutely.
But here we go, Kai Pollitt here. Kai Pollitt on fresh. Here we go then.
Yep,
what can
straightforward.
Kai do?
That looks
Easy
pretty
peasy.
good. Yeah, Towley has covered off Robbo, by the way. The gap's 2.9 seconds between Towley and Robbo, so the pit stop was just at the right time before the tyres really went off. But
they're
these
both
two
going to have to fly through the field, aren't they?
Yeah, because they are out of the points at the moment. They are both out of the points, and you would imagine they're going to catch Colt fairly quickly, but Colt's tyres obviously will go to the end. But Colt was compromised because he ran the ultras early on. He had to pit on lap 10. He had no choice but to put softs on, really, because the hybrids won't go to the end. We know that. So
you don't really want to do a two-stop, as you found out here, didn't you, yesterday?
Yeah, his race has been compromised by the choice of tyre.
I'm curious, albeit, to why he pitted so early from the ultras. Really confusing. There was no wing change, none whatsoever.
No.
Ivy lurking a while, man. We love them lurkers. Come speak out.
As it stands at the moment, though, Colt will not score any points tonight, unless there's incidents further on the race. I can't see him scoring points.
You would imagine Towley. I mean, he's already put about a second on him already.
Yeah, they're both catching him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mate, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if there is another incident. We've had an absolutely mad. This is a rare madness race, but it's. I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm going to now shout out. It's not like F2. If you haven't seen that yet, Bear, don't watch it. It's a shit show. Go on, mate.
I'm just looking. I'll tell you who is in play. 17-20. Okay, I'm just looking through. Kai's probably going to have. Kai might be able to go to the end. Kai's in play. Johnny B's in the pits, and Bingley into the max will be in as well shortly.
Next lap, you'd imagine, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they're going to have to cover each other off here. Looking at it's about
what,
22 seconds. Yeah,
Kai's going to get Bravo here comfortably.
But then Kai's going to have to. Kai will be defending then.
I want to give a shout out here to Jono. Oh,
yeah,
Max had that 5 second stop go earlier. Oh, Bravo did, sorry. On lap
Johnny
1.
B did. Yeah, that was right.
Don't know what the fuck for, but I guess when they were all kind of all. But I'm not going to use the word corner cutting, but they were kind of going 4 wide round a corner that's meant for 1.
Yeah.
So Sykes done Bravo.
You can't get all 5 around there. Right, okay. Sykes, though, probably going to have to pitch again.
You could probably snake them to the end. Oh, Bravo. That's a
22 on the ultras. Yeah, it can be done. He's not going to be particularly quick, though. Would it be quick? Would it be better him coming in and putting the hypers on? But he would drop all the way down to 12th if he did.
Yep, that's it. I'm actually going to make a prediction of what he should do. Haynes, and the fucking penalties are flying everywhere. Obviously, we don't look at the penalties, guys. As a whole, it's mine and Beer. We've always believed the same thing. We actually did once, didn't we, in our first ever stream, and it just ruined the whole complexion because we knew everything. We're like, well, he's 4th, but he's now running in 2nd. We just sounded like complete idiots.
He's 1st, but he's actually last, and whatever. Right, Bingley leaders coming off the pitch.
Yeah, Ivy. Oh, Bingley pits. So this is going to be intriguing to see what Tally with the penalty there.
Oh no,
Bingley...
Max has lost it. He's lost his wheel. He's lost his wheel. Recording it. He's lost his wheel. Driver error. Error there, I'm afraid.
He's gonna, mate. I'm actually being serious here, mate. My head's in my hands. You guys can't see it, but
Johnny's in the pits. He's been his first stop.
He
That
has
promotes
had.
Klein to third.
He was on course, mate, for at least third. At least third. Fucking
He
hell,
just lost it.
mate.
He just lost it. He just ran too wide. He just ran into the wall. He just ran out of track.
Mate, he did it in. I know you went here for Singapore last week, mate. He did it in Singapore in the last corner with 2 laps to go as well, and he leaves the session. I don't fucking blame you, man. Oh my days. Towley's got caught, by the way, beer in that madness. I didn't actually see that move.
Yeah, I'm not
Fresh
surprised.
comes into the pits and Jono. You'd imagine that Towley. Oh well, will Towley get Jono? It's going to be bloody close. Well, they're all going to be together here.
Yeah, he got fresh LPs on brand new hypers. Just coming out the pits now.
Jono's got him. Jono stayed ahead of Towley. Great stuff. Good. Jono really competitive.
And he's on fresh tyres. Yeah,
He's
on brand spanking new hypers.
The gap
But they will
between Towley
fade
and
quite
Jono usually is
quickly.
about a second, isn't he? He needs to get away then.
Yeah.
He needs to get away. He's got no choice.
Yeah, well, the taper off will happen around about lap 23, 24, when basically the softs and the the hypers and the ultras will basically be around about the same percentage of wear, if you know what I mean. It'll take a few laps for the taper to happen, but it will happen. Kai's given a very good account of himself in second. But Bingley, barring instance, has got the race in the bag. He is on brand spanking new hypers with a 2-second cushion. Should be looking to extend, no doubt.
Bravo and Haynes. I can't believe the gap's so small between these two. Kai has driven an absolutely fucking brilliant race.
Johnny Bravo is in a good shout for a podium here, and I mean Sykes going to have to almost certainly pit again. Yeah, Sykes coming in now. I thought I said a couple of laps ago he'd probably have to come back in. He's going to put the hypers on. Yeah. He's going to drop down.
He's going to sitting duck, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Sykes going to come out around about between Robbo and Fresh LP, I think, looking at the split screens. He should get out just in front of Fresh. It's going to be close, to be fair.
I think Sykes is going to fall to 11th, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be close between Fresh and Syke. About 22
incredibly
seconds.
Close.
So, well, here comes Fresh around the last 2 corners.
Towley and Jono. I'm just going to stick on over this 1 minute, mate. I don't think the move's going to get done. Well, saying that, Towley's all over the back of Jono here.
Right, Sykes on his way out, but Sykes up to speed. It's just going to be close. I think Sykes just going to stay in front. Yeah, Sykes just stayed in front.
Just.
Yeah.
Fresh with the fresh tyres though. No pun intended, of course.
Yeah.
Ralph has said, "Stay out, Kai." Mate, oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
he's going to go 20 lap old tyres here.
18 laps. No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's about the lifespan of those ultras. Don't forget lighter fuel load as well. Yeah.
Unique Shots has just arrived in the race. And what a race you've missed.
Yeah, you have to watch back the stream, Dom. It's
now,
been,
guys.
It's been interesting.
For the first time, I'm going to interrupt Beer deliberately.
You always interrupt me deliberately.
After the race for it. It's accidental. I always apologise. I'm not fucking apologising for this one, though, because, guys, this is the last time you'll see Pos doing an Elite League race until Mexico. I believe. No, it's not. It's America. Forgive me, because we're at Japan next week, aren't we? Fuck's sake, I've ruined my plug. But anyway, we're going to be me and Beer I offered Beer, didn't I, Beer, to switch rotation. To prove I'm not an egomaniacal bastard and controlling every fucking stream. As I mentioned, I prefer to call myself, guys, comments, hashtag Pos is a wanker. Get it in there now, fucking tell me now.
Tally on Jono, mate. Don't miss this one. Tally's now
I'm going to stick on board. We'll carry on with what I was going to say in a moment. Tally, this should be bread and butter.
Should be a comfortable move here.
Robbo and Colt. Oh, bloody hell. Colt moved dramatically to the left-hand side. Obviously, his right-hand side. I'm not sure. There definitely wasn't contact.
Okay.
But it was a very violent jink. Right, what I was going to say, guys, anyway, and now we've got a bit of a break. We're just going to stick on board with Bravo and Haynes briefly. In fact, no, I'm going to go back with Jono. Jono's still on the back of Towley here. He's giving it a good go.
He's not giving up this. And he might have a run at Towley down at the second DOS, because, of course, Jono is on technically faster tyres, although Towley's tyres are not that old. 5-lap ultras. It's 5-lap ultras versus 2-lap hypers.
That's pretty much identical, isn't it?
Yeah. Unique, you really need to learn to spell. Apparently it's hashtag
Has he spelled it wrong?
Wankner. What's a wankner?
Wankner.
Have a word.
Fucking great.
But Sniper is...
He's moved out the way.
Is he getting out the way? Yeah, I thought as much. That's sensible driving. He's not racing these two.
I'll be honest, I'd say he's racing Jono. Oh my god.
Oh, Jono.
Oh.
Okay, that was interesting. He let Towley through, but not Jono.
Yeah, he's not let Jono through. And he's really giving it a good go against Jono. Look at this. I mean, I'll be honest, Beer, they're not teammates. That's probably the most bizarre decision I've seen all race.
Oh, come on.
Contact again. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that should have been a yield there. That should have been a yield.
And Jono's lost a bit of wing on the back of him. This.
Yeah.
Why did he let one through the other?
That's not good driving. Jono's
What's Sniper doing?
Furious.
I would be.
He's moving around all. Is it
going
lag,
on?
or was it just not sensible driving?
No, he let Towley through.
Yeah, I saw that. Both cars one wide of a turn one there. Yeah, that was strange.
His race has been compromised here, Beer. He's
not particularly.
I'll be honest with you, he's had the best RRF1 race of his career, and then that shit happens.
It doesn't seem. Oh, he's run wide again.
Oh my God!
Put Jono off. He's got to let this guy through. Come on. And he's cutting him off again. He's run wide.
Just let him
now he has to
go.
yield. He has to yield.
He's got Robbo behind him now.
He's at the wall. Jeez. Yeah,
he should have let him through. He should have let him and Towley through. He should have let both of them through. He's let Robbo go. What is he playing? What's he playing at here, Beer?
Not very sporting.
Guys in the comments, give us your fucking input on this, guys. That's
not very sporting.
We're not putting words into people. Yeah, no, not at all. I was going to say something else, but we're going to leave it at that. That was not on.
Right, Colt's having a look at Sniper. What's he going to do now? Is he going to let Colt through, or no? He's fighting Colt. But I think Colt's
going to. The way Colt drives, I think he's going to. What is he doing?
Oof, they went side by side there. Wow.
Yeah, but what is he? Mate, that's legal what he did there. You know.
Yeah. But I mean, he's entitled to do what he was doing. He is entitled to do exactly what he's doing, but there seems to be some favouritism with other drivers.
Look at the comments here, Pete. Pete's literally just put what a joke. And to be fair, I'm not one to pick sides, but in this case, Beer, you can imagine. You know me. I know you. And we're both kind of thinking the same thing in our heads. Not on that. I'm sorry. That I'm gonna obviously, you know.
Colt's gone around the outside of Sniper. I think this time he's still racing, but I think he's got out of the way this time.
And he's also. Oh, I'll tell you one person, mate, who doesn't take no shit, and this is one I can't wait to see. Syke Zaney. Try doing that to
Syke Zaney, yeah.
Yeah, this should be quite interesting. Sniper with another penalty. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, didn't you? About favouritism in other drivers. We don't live by them rules.
That's really hurt John, because John's got wing damage. He's lost position to Robbo as well. That is really not on, I'm afraid. And I know I'm going to get flack for saying that, but I think it's really poor driving. Yeah,
look at John. I'm all pissed off because of the fact that John has had such an unbelievable race, mate. Yeah. Jono has had shit after shit after shit after shit. He
can Syke on Sniper.
Let's go on Syke, yeah. Yeah, Syke through. Sorry, I'm joking. To be fair, man, I don't think there was much choice there. I think we're in agreement.
I think Syke was basically, look, I don't give a shit who you are, get out of my fucking way, sort of thing.
That's what I do like about Syke. I mean, I have said that. We've got to follow. Hello, who is this? It is. I can't even fucking read that. My eyes are going.
Indori Hortator. Good evening.
I couldn't fucking read that. Amazing name. Thank you very much for the follow. Here we go. Here we go. Indori Hortator has been just said.
Side.
Oh man, literally level.
It's going to the inside run. He's going to go. Yeah, Syke's got it.
Across. Do you know what as well, Beer? It's one of the few tracks, isn't it, with the brilliant move. But I like what he did. Do you know, when you pull across over someone, a lot of times you can fight back, and Colt, as he's having a little go here, I don't think Hypers versus Softs is really going to be much of a battle. But Colt will give it a go.
Yeah, I don't think it's a battle. Bar mistake from Syke. I don't think it's a battle Colt can win.
I will say though, what Syke did there is very intriguing, but I did pick up on it. Do you know when he moved back across the track, a lot of corners are just like a right or a left. Russia is an odd first, or I'm going to call it first.
It's great because you have to do that. You have to do that because the racing line is going to the far left and then back in. You slingshot through that corner. You have to take it. You have to pull to the left hand side of the track before you turn into turn one. Otherwise, you don't make the corner. You're absolutely right.
And as well, it's you can't switch back. Well, I'm actually watching two McLarens side by side, mate, as well here. Syke, I believe he got moved on.
Jono's wing damage, you know.
No comment.
That's so frustrating.
No comment. Obviously, we don't. Like I said, it's all about keeping. Well, I was going to say all about keeping it professional. We've been doing this long enough to fucking call people cunts and still get away with
it. There could be a battle between Jono and Sniper.
Oh God.
There's 2.8
starting to
seconds
lose it
between the
at
two
the back
cars. Haynes and Johnny Bravo, mate. That's a battle that's really worth watching for the final podium
Just
slot.
hovering. Yep, I've just hovered onto Jono and Colt. We've gone back up to the battle for third here. Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's a really good point actually. What Lewis has said in the comments, aka a base, for those of you who don't know him on a first name basis. He was enjoying that battle between Tali and Jono, and to be fair, it was gearing up to be a fucking incredible battle. Jono was getting stuck in. I reckon Tali would have loved it.
He's going to be passed by Colt very shortly.
And we know he's going to be very pissed off, and I hope he's got a clip. Oh, I know you would have had a clip, but I'm assuming you would have.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, it was atrocious. A good thing as well, though, we do have, I believe, Scotty still in the chat and in the comments and in the stream, so he'll have had himself a first. Obviously, we caught it all on the stream as well, so obviously with clips as well, he'd be able to kind of his own first-person perspective to see what's going on.
But we are Scotty's shooting,
Yep, Scotty, Tomo, and Rara.
Okay, yeah, I've got clips for all of you guys, so I'll ping them across the.
Scotty's left, but Scotty's not here at the moment, so he'll. Oh yeah, he is. He's on ad. He's on. No, he actually isn't. He's one of the mods,
Socchi is really hassling Robbo, by the way. Just
Colt's run wide. Colt got Jono, mate. Sorry to jump in. Colt got Jono. Jono got him back on switchback. Sorry, forgive me, Psych and Robbo.
No.
Hello. Oh yes.
This is tasty. This is tasty. Two guys who've had races compromised for various reasons. Of course, Socchi actually in the race, and Robbo during qualifying with the crash in Q2. But Sykes got a DRS tow here.
Robbo has made 2 pit stops, and Sykes goes to the inside.
Oh, come on, give me a better view camera. There we go. Right, Sykes, this is pretty much meat and drink.
I think Robbo knows he's just going to let him go. Obviously, Sykes on fresher tyres, and Kai with a penalty. And what's happened to Kai here, bit? Oh, worn tyres.
Yeah, those tyres are really, they're dying rapidly. Johnny B and Haynes are going to be over him like a rash. Oh, Kai's wiggling from side to side.
All over the place.
I think he's trying to get tyre temperature, he's trying to get temperature back into his tyres. He is really struggling for tyre temps.
Colt and Jono. Colt actually got the move done on Jono. Robbo 3. You don't see Robbo getting penalties often, do you? But we've got a 3-car train here for second position here. 3 people here who are all very competent racers. Do not get me wrong, but you don't see these 3 every day fighting for podiums. Bravo hasn't had one, Kai's had one, and Haynes has had one. This is when the Top Guns all have incidents. In the old league we were in as well. Ooh, Kai just
Johnny B is so tight behind Kai. Kai can't pick.
Kai can do it.
He's got to stay out. He's got to stay out.
Fall.
I think he's going to fall to 4th.
Mate, if he picks, he'll fall to 9th.
Well, yeah, but
so I'd rather be 4th.
It's 4th v 9th, yeah, absolutely. But here comes Johnny B on the move then. Kai runs wide, a little bit wide, takes a wide line there. I think Johnny B has got a straightforward overtake. Kai's going to have to yield here, I think. Yep, Johnny B's
Bravo,
through.
second position.
Into second place. And now all eyes on Haynes. Can Haynes get a move done on...
We'll tell you in a minute, Unique. We've got a load of battles. Actually, I'll probably do it in the commentary. Basically, what I was going to say is me and Bear are doing rotational streams because I'm not an egomaniacal bastard. Haynes on Kai.
And I think Haynes is going to go through there.
That is beautiful.
Oh, it's good driving.
Brilliant driving.
Unbelievable
by Haynes.
A couple of cigarette papers between the 2 sets of wheels there.
Kai
runs right there.
Holy moly.
That was a bit like you were a bit... Oh, dearie me.
Colt 3 seconds, but right at the back there. And Bingley, class of his own.
Fresh LP. Fresh LP. Now, the last points scoring place between Sniper and Fresh LP.
Hello, and I've seen. We don't know the penalty situation, guys. Obviously, we've got no fucking informant behind the scenes for us. But I have seen these 2 come up on the screen. So anything can happen here.
Unique's just posted Haynes for P3. Yeah, he's already done it, mate.
Yeah, mate. Just to show it's there.
Did you just miss it?
Talk about just missing it, mate. Bishop 2 hours later said #POS is a wanker. So yeah, welcome onto the train, Bish.
At least he can spell it right. He's a bit slow on the uptake, but he spelt it right. This is good.
Has he spelled it right?
Sniper Fresh. Here we go. Sniper's defending now hard. But Fresh, you think it's just a matter of time. He's run a bit wide there. Fresh is going to have a run up the inside here.
Surely going to get him.
Yield. Yeah. But it's DRS.
Fresh, very opportunistic.
Isn't he? Yeah, it was a good move though.
I believe so.
Sniper's really struggling those tyres.
Haynes and Bravo still in the thick of it, by the way. It's going to be 19 by the end of the race. 19 laps.
Yeah, Haynes is not
Ultras.
giving up on second place here.
Cycle 3.
Natalia, of course, has recovered the drive really well. He's managed to make his way up to fifth. Robbo in 7th. And
Those
Syke,
two there have proven why they are fighting for the championship.
Yeah, well, Syke as well, don't forget. He had to pit as well, don't forget. Yeah. And he's splitting the two championship contenders at the moment. Well, was that Kai running? Okay.
3-second penalty Kai just got, mate. I believe he's in. Oh my god.
I still think he's trying.
Kai's fuel.
He's on yellow fuel.
He's got yellow. Which means
is that
I
worse
want to
than
see
red?
when it goes to red. When it flashes red, that's when you got one lap of fuel left.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay.
Oh, you just put it in lean, wouldn't you, for half a lap? Fucking hell, easy peasy.
Yeah.
How far under fuel is he? This is the one downgrade on this game. We cannot see the amount of fuel.
Oh,
Kai's
lost it! Kai's lost it!
Oh no!
He's in the wall.
Oh my fucking god! He's blown it.
Oh man!
He's gonna have to wait for everyone to come past.
Forrester, you were right.
Oh my god! I should put a bet on that shit. Now make a bit of money.
I owe Forrester a fiver.
Kai, just go to the end. Kai, just go to the end. Colts.
He might not.
Well done by Kai there.
He can cover Jono off probably. No, will he? No, Jono's going to probably. Kai's pitting.
Kai pits. It's over. Kai, stay out. Kai, stay out.
Stay out. Too late. He's pitted.
He was 8 seconds ahead of Fresh. I reckon he would have just survived.
Yeah. All right. Hey,
okay. He's retired.
Right, Bingley, race leader, coming through sector 2 now.
Yep. And do you know what, Beer? This is the second time all race I've watched Bingley. Unbelievable drive.
Haynes and Johnny B are still having a battle for second place in the last lap. There's 0.4 per second. Haynes will have one more opportunity, I think, going down the second DRS.
Bingley, please don't weave. Bingley, please don't weave. You'll explode. Don't
get cocky. Don't get cocky.
He's not going to quite do a bad man where we had to fucking absolutely kick him from the league. That probably will be on. But anyway, I will speak
China,
my
wasn't
winning
it? No, Malaysia.
tuition.
It was disgraceful.
Malaysia, the worst bit of driving ever.
Disgraceful.
It is on Beer and Covers YouTube channel. Check that out, guys. By the way, it's ridiculous. But
Bingley's weaving. Don't do it, Bingley. Don't do it.
Bingley. This has been commanding since the earlier commotion between Syke and Cookie, and for the first time this season, Bingley wins! And he spins, rhyming accidentally there. Bingley wins the, where are we, Russian Grand Prix. I forgot we're racing. Johnny
all I can say is I'm glad I'm not stewarding, because I'd have just given him a 10-second penalty for dangerous driving.
He still would have fucking won. Haynes got second.
Haynes got second on penalty count back. But in that case, I'd have disqualified him.
Yeah, kick him out, fuck him off. No, I've never spoken to Haynes or Bravo, to be honest. Syke 5th, and Syke stayed ahead of Robbo.
Yeah.
Colts.
Okay.
He had 6 more than that. Will Jono. Oh my god, Jono had an array of penalties.
Has he just survived? Here comes Fresh.
Fresh got him.
Jumped in.
7/10.
Fresh jumped in.
And Sniper, final points per position.
There we go.
Obviously that may be changed, but we'll have a look into it. But anyway, what beer? That was the best race we've seen in terms of action and carnage from Elite League ever. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. And for the first time, we can bring in two. We've not spoken to these two before, I don't think. I know Haynes has been on the podium, but he didn't know that was his first race, and he didn't actually know, guys.
Well, of course, he was saying in the chat before the start of the race about his bad luck and that, and I said the luck would change, and it's happened tonight. Well done.
Hey ho, hey fucking ho,
there
mate.
You go.
Which means basically you're going to go and win every race this season, because that's also the second part of what you said.
Wow, I don't need luck to do that.
What? I don't really know what to say, mate. That's just remarkable.
Well, there we go. Well, I mean, Bingley takes the win. Haynes in second place, Johnny B third, Tally in fourth, Syke Zaney fifth, Robbo sixth, Lovely Colt seventh, Fresh LP, a good driver, I think, and eighth, Jono in ninth, unfortunate, very unfortunate, and Sniper in 10th place. There we go. But a whole array of penalties.
Remarkable amount of penalties, you'd say. And Bingley didn't get one. So, good effort there. I still can't get my head around the whole of that race. Obviously, having the top 2 in the championship, top 3 in the 3 of the top 4 in the championship, forgive me there, not actually racing to the... Well, obviously, they compromised, weren't they? Robbo double compromise with the qualifying incident when he crashed out. And obviously then Towley was collateral damage in the Syke and Cookie incident. But Obviously, that doesn't change the fact that we have got ourselves race winner Bingley. If I'm correct, that's your first, isn't it?
A second. Got the France
Fuck.
one.
I forgot about that one, damn it. Anyway, I picked it up as your first. You should have just gone along with it anyway, but a definite congratulations there, mate. I'm just going to have to say, talk us through the race, because it was, for a certain part of it, quite action-packed for you.
Yeah, obviously most of the action started at the start of the race. You can say I was lucky enough to avoid the carnage at the start. Could have easily been me what got collected as well. Basically, I think I had that 2.1 second gap to Johnny, and then just tried to keep it at that, which I did. And then, obviously, the pit stops came around, and I'm not sure what happened, but I managed to gain a bigger gap than I thought I would, and then just made sure I got to the end. No penalties.
To the max had a 5 second, or Johnny Bravo, so had a 5 second drive through, or stop go. On lap 1. So that will be obviously spoken to about with Johnny in a minute, but we were talking Bingley, and amazingly Tally and Robert managed to pull it up. We were saying if they were still out of the points, you would still be really in with the shout, but obviously points have been gained. Obviously there is an awful lot of talking points after this, but no, can't take anything away from yourself, mate. Dominant drive in the end. You just did what you had to do. By the way, you actually have been. Beer is actually going to say something. Well, I'm going to say it on his behalf. You're actually being disqualified for this race for dangerous driving across the finish line. So the winner today.
No.
But no, all serious. Hey, Beer, here. This is one for you. 2 years ago. In all seriosity. Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh my god, I don't believe it's just come out that word.
Again. Oh, it's been a fucking while. But no, Bingley, tremendous drive, mate. 25 points. And your thoughts on Japan?
Love the track. Looking forward to it. Simple as that.
Nice, short and sweet. You are not mathematically out of this, Bingley. We'll of course see and wait and see.
It'll be very difficult.
Beer. Congratulations from me. Beer, anything to add?
Yeah, well, obviously, first of all, congratulations on the win. It's always nice to get the 25 points under the old belt, and it still leaves you just with a sniff of the Drivers' Championship. You know, it's still there. But I do have a question. What happened with you and Swanee in qualifying?
I just remembered, Beer.
Oh, right. Obviously, we're in the same part now. I thought I'd just drive into him. Simple as that. He wasn't going on another lap, so I thought I'd just put him into the wall. I messed up like that. But that was it.
Wow. Don't know what to say about that, to be honest with you.
Okay, well,
quick, didn't it?
it has done, because that will be reported to the stewards. That's
Oh, dear Bings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. That's controversial, but yeah, that's got to get sent to the stewards. I could change
Wait,
things.
whose decision's that?
Oh, dear.
But, yes, okay.
That's the first time you've left me and Beer speechless.
That's,
You fucking mongo.
how to write the book on a driver committing Harry
Shutting
Carey.
up.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay, he's left. Well, okay.
Let's move on to the second place man then, I think.
That really wasn't awkward anyway. Moving on. Anyway, congratulations to Haynes. You're the first time I've spoken to you, second podium in RRF1, my man. First time we're speaking to you. I've never actually heard your voice, actually. It's going to be quite interesting. Let us know how your race went.
Yeah, it weren't too bad, thanks, mate. I keep messing up quali, keep starting from the back, and no doubt I'll keep doing that. But I just thought if I keep it clean, I can make up some ground. Lucky enough, all the big guys pretty much got in contact today, so with them going out, I think that's why I got the podium, really.
And to be fair, obviously you take advantage where you can, and obviously then you work it out from that perspective, and you did. I know you're having a conversation with Beer in the chat, weren't you, earlier on, about having problems in qualifying, but mate, you're proving time and time again this season that during the race you do have tremendous pace. And you've had a couple of dodgy ones, you'll say it yourself, but obviously in this case, mate, second place, not really much more to say, to be honest with you, but other than absolute congratulations, and I'd probably say it along with Johnny, the peer review driver of the day. In my own humble estimation, I'm probably going to give a joint one because you both did very, very similar races, and yeah, other than that, fantastic.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I'm just echoing what Pos said. They're definitely joint drivers of the day. They're second and third place. That was a great drive for Aaron. I know we were chatting briefly in the chat before the start of the race, and you've not had the best of luck, and you know sometimes that luck can change. And tonight you didn't have any bad luck, which is great. So congratulations, second place, a deserved second place, a deserved podium. 18 points in the bag. I bet you must be really feeling good now. Thoughts on Japan? Can you repeat it next week?
Japan's not one of my best tracks. No doubt I'll be starting at the back of the grid again, because our corner cut the corners. But if I keep it clean, hopefully get the same result, but I doubt that's going to happen. But yeah, hopefully top 6, top 7 finish.
Okay, keeping your feet on the ground, but aim for the stars.
Yeah.
That's the motto, isn't it? But yeah, congratulations, well done on 18 points. And
Nice
we'll
one.
look
Cheers,
forward
mate.
to seeing you back on. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you on track again next week. And I'll just quickly hand back to Pos to interview another deserved podium finisher in Johnny Bravo.
The first ever one. It's about fucking time you've done it.
Yeah, it is
Fuck
about
me,
time.
Jesus Christ. Your race was unbelievable for the fact that you really, really capitalised on everything there and all the impacts, all the problems.
Yeah,
Obviously,
that
we
is
know
it
what
is.
happened to your teammate, but you know, if I was Max, I'd just want to give the fucker a hug.
Yeah,
other than that,
exactly.
mate, talk us through your race.
Well, I got off to a terrible start. I didn't have an ERS at the start. I had it turned off, and I got jumped by AJ and somebody else. And then some crazy shit went down. I went down on the inside, and I come back out and fourth. I didn't know how I managed that. Like I was doing a ninth at one point. And
So
then
that start was
yeah.
amazing, wasn't it? Just a remarkable
Yeah, it was.
start. In the end, I know you usually go and party. This is quite an interesting one to ask. Obviously, a bit controversial. Why not have more controversy? We've got enough of it fucking hell tonight, I tell you. But obviously, I know you sit and party with the guys. I'd love to know what was being said in that party because it was mental on track.
Just a lot of screaming, a lot of chaos.
But no, mate. Obviously, like I said, joint driver of the day. I believe someone in the chat has given you driver of the day. I did miss that. It doesn't
Ralph.
because you joined.
It
Oh
was
yeah, Ralph. Ralph
Yeah.
gave you driver of the day, mate. In terms of comments, you really,
Yeah,
really made
good
an
on
impact. Final one from me. Japan. What are your thoughts?
Oh, it's got to be another exciting race. Technical track. Everybody's got to be quick. A lot of mistakes are easy. Hoping to be around the midfield pack as usual.
No, I'm not a biased motherfucker, but get in there, Team Heart. It's about fucking time. Come on, anyway.
Yeah, about time I got a first podium in this league.
Hashtag
But
combined
first of
constructors,
many.
which we still don't have a table for. But we'll only leave that there. No,
Right.
because I said I was going to draw one up and didn't. But over to Beer. Bravo from me. Congratulations.
Yep, cheers on. See you next week.
Quality drive, 15 very deserved points. And I have just one question. How good does it feel to be on the podium?
Brilliant.
That good.
Absolutely
The
brilliant.
silence was overwhelming. You just stumped for words. The emotion is running so high. No, that's a great drive. Great drive, Johnny. I know we haven't
Yeah,
spoken
one
much
of
in
the
the
best
past.
drives I've had in a while.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, so, I was going to say we haven't spoken much in the past, but I just want to say congratulations. It was a thoroughly deserved podium, and I look forward to many more. Well done.
Yep, cheers, Paul.
And that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Russia over and out. Of course, the next stream you'll be seeing is on Mustafa Shag's channel for the performance race. That, of course, is RRF1. You'll be seeing a battle for the championship between Cookie Bingley and me. I don't know how the fuck I'm there. But anyway, moving on past that, it'll be PosGlad on Thursday, RRF1, our first race around Suzuka, round number 17, 5 to go. That is for the F3. I believe Rara may be doing Friday, if not it'll be Beer, of course, or even Unique. We'll fucking let whoever knows if Beer wants to put his feet up. I'll let Unique have have to watch another F2 shit show. You never know what's going to fucking happen there. And then, of course, next Sunday, guys, the announcement I was going to make is the fact that it's Beer and Kebab with me as his wingman this time. We're going to be rotating, keeping all channels growing in equal proportion. That's obviously just to prove I'm not an egomaniacal bastard. I can finally say it, because every time I was trying to say it in the race, you kept fucking trying to hit each other and fucking fly past each other. Amazing Grand Prix. But thank you very much for beer tonight. Congratulations to everybody who finished. Commiserations to those who didn't. This has been Positively Glad. Take it easy. Much love. All the best and goodbye for now.